Hey, what's going on? My name is Eric, and I am a copywriter for high ticket coaches and consultants in 7 8 figure ranges. And I've written for companies like Jeremy Miner, Kinobody, and many more that if I mention them, I would make this video probably too long. And I want to show you how to plan out a masterclass to sell high ticket programs. So usually a masterclass, did I say mastermind? Probably, but it's a master class. A master class is when you plan out like a 2 hour or 1 hour training and then you promote it and invite people. It's a great opportunity to, pitch something at the end and also add value to your audience. And the reason why they work is because you can make them time sensitive, you can add scarcity to it, and also you can address like painful problems that your audience is facing right now. And the fact that they are showing up live and that you kind of like give them so much value kind of like makes them more, you know it increases their willingness to pay or the willingness to work with you. So I want to show you two examples that I've written before and that have been super successful. But before I get into that, I want to like talk about the biggest mistakes that I see when it comes to master classes. So one of them is that they usually I see people creating master classes that are about topics that people don't care about as much, right? Every audience, every niche has something. As my mentor, I think it was Chris R. Sikorsky or Ben Settle who said it. Every audience has a crack, and crack is like for excuse the bad example here, but like a topic that is like crack to a crack addict that your audience cannot have enough of. For example, for sales guys, is objection handling. For you know, I'll say agencies might be about getting clients, or for copywriters, it might be about getting clients as well. Or for fitness people, right? It might be about working out or eating well or something like that. But there are topics that do not get the attention they they do not get the desire. Like the desire is not there. So what you want to do is like map out a masterclass around topics that people, actually want to solve and want to hear about. And I get it, you will say like, yeah, but how we're going to talk about the same topic over and over again. And that's the good thing about masterclasses is that you can make them, relevant to the times of as of now, like what is going on in the world, and then you can pair that up with the topic of the masterclass. I'm going to show you a few examples in a second of what I'm talking about right now. The other thing is making the topics way too broad, right? Like they would say, hey, I will teach you how to build a business masterclass. This is way too big. And the problem is that, you know, people low-key know that you won't be able to teach them how to build a business in 90 minutes. And they will walk away with a bunch of information, but no implementation. And what you want to do is give them a quick win that feels like, like they receive a massive breakthrough right away. And what I mean by this is that instead of focusing on broad topics, like, hey, build a business, you segment that broad topic into subcategories and maybe even subcategories of the subcategories. So you can focus on solving micro problems that the audience is having. So in sales, for example, instead of saying, hey, we'll teach you how to sell, and what we do is we have objection handling, we have tonality, we have closing, we have what else? Cold calling, we have body language, and all these little topics that are micro topics that we can totally tackle and provide as much value as possible in 90 minutes. And that's the whole idea, right? And when you do it this way, not only you're going to have an easier time teaching it and also giving people results and getting them to sign up for the program, right? Because you're giving them a little taste and you're giving them the breakthrough, right? But also in the marketing section, it's going to be a much easier to write about a granular topic than will be a build a business type of thing. Because in granular topics, that's where the pain is, right? People don't say, "Hell, man, I'm suffering right now because I don't know how to build a business." It's more like I'm suffering right now because I don't know how to get clients, right? I don't know how to get my first client, or because I've been posting content and it's not getting the engagement out. So that is two things, right? And then the other one would be like, in the advertising or the marketing process, like not tapping into mechanisms. And by mechanisms, I mean the masterclass has to address the unique mechanism of the problem that you're solving and the unique mechanism of the solution of of the masterclass. And the unique mechanism of the problem is the reason why they cannot get the results they want with the existing solutions they have right now. And then the unique mechanism of the solution, it would be like, how your offer solves these problems right away, or how the masterclass is going to solve the problems. And we're gonna get into examples right now, and just two examples of master classes that I've done for clients. And okay, so this is one we run recently, and it's called Objection Handling Masterclass. And yeah, so as you can see, this is not about, hey, we'll teach you how to sell, or we'll teach you how to like become whatever, It's more like objection handling. And now the thing too, right, is like in industries like this, for example, in sales, is like objection handling is taught everywhere. If you just type on YouTube, there will be a bunch of free videos about it. And the way you do for you to actually make something old or overused interesting is by creating a unique mechanism, as you can see here, Velvet Sledgehammer. And maybe I'll dive into that in the future, but a unique mechanism is like a big idea, or the way or the reason why your thing works and other methods don't work. And you'll get into that in 1 second. So as you can see here, right, how we use the Velvet Sledgehammer framework to efficiently overcome even the toughest objections in 2024 without sounding combative or having to memorize a laundry list of lazy rebuttals. So the mechanism here is the Velvet Sledgehammer. And when you think about this, it's like I'm creating a visual of the objection handling method that we're going to use. And so Velvet, right, is soft, and the sledgehammer is something heavier. Like you imagine Thor with the freaking hammer. That's what you're thinking about. So how to, like, the reason why I mixed these two, I mean, I didn't create this, by the way. This was already created by the company, just letting you know. But the reason why I used this, I took this idea to market this masterclass was because their way of handling objections is able to address objections, like be affirmative, like be assertive with your tonality, be strong, but also not combative. And the problem is with a lot of other objection handling methods is that it forces sales reps to become combative towards their prospects. And as a result, they lose attention, or they lose their prospects. And and that is the unique mechanism of the problem, right? Now, the unique mechanism of the solution is that the Velvet Sledgehammer allows you to be assertive, but also not combative. Like it allows you to get through the thing without having to be, having to tell people, hey, man, like, why you should buy it, whatever, right? Like using high tactic sales pressures, whatever they call it. And then here, the other benefit of it is that they don't have to memorize a laundry list of sleazy rebuttals. So this headline right here, this masterclass topic is hitting a lot of pain points. And as you can see, like if we focus on granular topics, we are more able to, in a sense, what do you call this? Highlight their pain points, right? Pain point here is other methods are super combative. And then the other one is like you have to memorize a laundry list of rebuttals, and then 2024, make it relevant to the year. And yeah, so again, right, unique mechanism, make it relevant to the year, talk about pain points. And now here is the other one, which is called NEPQ Cold Prospecting Masterclass. So how to use trust triggers to instantly create two-way conversations in cold calling, door knocking, and prospecting. So same approach to the other one. So granular topic, instead of saying sales or whatever, we're talking about a very specific problem or pain point that the audience is suffering or facing right now, which is called prospecting. Now, unique mechanism here, trust triggers instantly create two-way conversations. Trust triggers, it's like, hey, how to make people trust you on the phone? Trust and trigger, right? How do you make people trust you in the phone the moment you speak? Because when people cold call or door knock, they're usually facing a lot of rejection already. And that's the thing that we're trying to address here, that you're not going to get rejected as much as other people are, just because you're using a new approach. And then as an outcome, you're going to be able to create two-way conversations, which is a pain point that they have. Like, most times they cold call and they are not able to engage their prospects. So by giving them a new method, around that, we're gonna be able to create those two-way conversations. So again, like we did the same thing here, because if you go on YouTube, there is a bunch of videos about cold calling or door knocking, and if you go on Amazon, there's a bunch of books about door knocking, same thing. But we are making this boring old topic or overused topic into something interesting by coming up with something like this. And again, right, so you can flip prospects from angry and guarded to friendly and open within the first 7 or 12 seconds of any interaction. Again, like massive benefit. They already know, like, these are the things that they're facing, right? 7, 12 seconds is all they have once they open that door, pick up the phone. So we're positioned this as, the next thing. And yeah, result. So this is it, right? Like, to recap, masterclasses are a great way to get leads and high ticket sales, especially if you have a Facebook group, an email list, or your Facebook group, or your Facebook profile, whatever audience. But again, granular topics, and if it's something overdone, don't teach just the overdone way. Like, hey, it's not just about objection handling. Create your own unique mechanism, your own unique solution, the own unique way you use to solve the problem, and this will give you an easier time marketing the masterclass. So this is it for now. We'll see you in another video, I guess. Peace.